Hey friends, welcome back to Stocks and Plays. Wow, Sndl reporting Q2 earnings for 2022 and they did not disappoint. How amazing. If you look at the revenue, it's $223 million for Q2. Compare it to the same quarter of 2021, they only had $9.2 million in revenue. They went from $9.2 million revenue to $223 million revenue in the same quarter year over year. Amazing. And that represents an increase of 2,344% revenue increase for that quarter. How amazing. That's the biggest news of the earnings report. There are some highlights I will share with you. They had a record net revenue for the second quarter 2022 of $223.7 million. As we said, so that's a highlight. The liquor retail had a net revenue of $148.6 million for the second quarter, and the cannabis retail revenue of $63.5 million, and the cannabis cultivation and production net revenue of $11.6 million. So those are some highlights. Another highlight is Sndl's second quarter of 2022 gross margin grew to $43.1 million, a record since its inception, up 1,627% from second quarter of 2021, which had a loss of $2.8 million. That's amazing as well. Such a highlight, such a powerful highlight for the Sndl company. The gross margin, amazing. Now, Sndl did have a loss again, the net loss of $74 million, which was higher compared to 2021, which was only $52 million. I was wondering, when I heard that, I was wondering right away, I was like, why, how did they lose more money? They're doing so good, they had so much more revenue. And we'll get into why that was, but it's a good answer. They had an adjusted EBITDA loss of $25 million for the quarter. So that's not really great news, but there's reasons why. It's because of their acquisitions, and we'll get into that later as well. Let's take a look here. Okay, and then we had the reverse stock split for the 6 months ended June 30, 2022. The company purchased and canceled 500,000 common shares, so it's 500,000, at a weighted average of 386 Canada or 298 US dollars for a cost of $2 million. And the company has $900 million cash, marketable securities, and long-term investments, and no outstanding debt as of June 30. Not a lot of companies can say they have zero debt. So Sndl is loaded with cash and they have zero debt. So you can feel good about investing in this company. That's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is my personal opinion. And out of that large sum of money, $334.9 million is unrestricted cash. So they've got plenty of money. They're rolling in the dough with zero debt, and now their revenue is through the roof. So all they have to really do now is start making a net profit. That's the next thing that they're really working on. I do want to share a little short 45-second video within this video, just so you can get a little glimpse, get your eyes on who is Sndl, what are they? So I'll just share this little video clip with you here. You can enjoy that. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. 180 cannabis stores, 170 liquor stores. Wow, it's a good business to be in, both very lucrative businesses. And we all know that they're trying to break into the United States market. They're just waiting for more widespread approval through our legislative system, and there is currently a bill in the works in the House to pass legalization of cannabis with license in the United States nationwide. So that would be good for business. So Sndl, very exciting. They had record-setting for the company, their record-setting revenue for the quarter. Very exciting. And I want to share a few other things with you so you can get a little bit better grasp of why I'm so excited about Sndl and why I hope you will be too and be a fellow investor with me, even though that's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Take a look here. So an update on the Alcana integration. Let's just talk about that real quick, because the Alcana purchase, how's that going to affect Sndl? So they gave us an update. Take a look at it. Through the acquisition of Alcana, Sndl's retail footprint is expected to facilitate customer relationships and capture additional economies of scale. By gaining insight into thousands of daily shopper transactions at over 350 retail stores, Sndl has begun to optimize offerings, pricings, promotions in both liquor and cannabis locations to better serve customers. Additionally, Sndl expects to continue assessing profitable opportunities and will launch Value Buds private label flower product. Sndl will continue to develop various offerings and targeted merchandising strategies for its entire retail portfolio. Since the closing of the Alcana transaction, the company is on target to deliver $6.4 million in cost synergies. These synergies are due to consolidation in key areas such as retail operations, integrated supply and demand planning, and corporate expenses. So that's what a lot of people are wondering a little bit about. What's going on with Alcana? How does it affect the Sundial company since they purchased it? And see what else I wanted to share with you. That was one piece. Another piece of information was that I was wondering right away when I saw the amazing revenue. There was a little bit of negativity attached to the earnings report, which was the net loss increase, and I was wondering why. And there's an answer to that. So general and administrative expenses. So general admin expenses for the 3 months ended June 30, 2022 were $40.3 million compared to only $10.1 million for the 3 months ended June 2021. The increase of $30.2 million was mainly due to increases in salaries and wages and office and general expenses from the Alcana and Inner Spirit acquisitions, these two companies that they bought. So that's where some of the net losses came in. A little bit further, net losses for the 3 months ended June 30 was $74 million compared to a net loss of $52 million. So that was a little bit disappointing, but they just told us why. The increased loss of $21.7 million was due largely to investment losses of $37.4 million. Share loss of equity accounted investees of $41.7. Administrative expenses, let's see. So we can see that these net losses were mainly due to these two companies that they purchased. And then the adjusted EBITDA, earnings before interest and taxes, was a loss of $25.9 million for the 3 months ended June 2022. So yeah, they don't have positive earnings yet, but we're getting there. With this amazing revenue increases, we will be there very soon. They're heading in the right direction. They have zero debt and a lot of cash, and they are ready to roll. So some of the key financial metrics I wanted to share with you for Q2. I made some notes here on this, as you can see. As of June 30, 2022, liquor retail we have down here. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, I highlighted in the green, the earnings before tax was $7,244,000. The retail on cannabis was $217,000, so much less on the cannabis. Here's where the losses came in on the earnings was the cultivation and production, and that was a loss of $7,963,000, and their investments were also a net loss. So that's really what dragged them down. If you look at like total assets from December 31st, 2021 to June 30th, 2022, I have in blue here, they increased to 1.8, almost 1.9 versus 1.42. So they've increased their assets as well. So that's good news. They've increased their assets. And just looking at this key financial metrics, it just came down to really the bad investments that they had made. I don't know if they're bad investments, but they did lose money on those. And then the cultivation and production, they lost money on there. Otherwise, they would have had positive earnings based on their liquor retail and their cannabis retail. Okay, so I want to share that with you and see if I had anything else for you here. Oh, here's a statement from the Chief Executive Officer, the CEO of Sundial. He said, "We believe our unique asset base and balance benefit our stakeholders. We are seeking market share gains through our retail network, and this quarter our cannabis operations generated positive adjusted EBITDA for the first time in the company's history." I highlighted that right there. "We continue to strengthen and transform our business while benefiting from vertical integration across our business segments under a shared services model with integration." And it goes on to continue talking. You could read that there. I posted it for you. And I think that's all I really wanted to share with you for the most part. But what you can do is you can go to the Sndl website and you can get more information. And then I'll be listening to this call. I just have to figure out exactly how the time transfers. If you want to comment below, if you know, but this is like Canada time on Monday, August 15th, 2022. There'll be a conference call and webcast at 8:30 a.m. EDT time, 6:30 a.m. MDT time. So if you know what time that translates to, I don't really know. I'll have to do some research. Please comment below. So those are some things I wanted to share with you because I was so excited for this earnings to come out, and Sndl really shot up pre-earnings towards the end of the market today, and then when they reported their earnings, it went kind of back down and they lost all the gains they had made for the most part. I don't know if Wall Street is disappointed in the increase in net losses or what, because it really shouldn't go down when you have massive revenue gains like this. In my opinion, that's very bullish. What do you think? Are you bullish on this? Comment below. Are you bearish on it? And if so, why? Because you saw the increase of over 2,000% for Q2 2022 versus Q2 2021. Just massive increase in revenue. Company has zero debt and close to $1 billion in cash. And these businesses are really up and running now. Nothing shut down. There's no pandemic stuff going on. These businesses are gaining momentum. They're selling cannabis and liquor, two very popular items. And they are very, very much looking to expand into the United States in retail in cannabis. And that is on the horizon and getting very close. So please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And I want to hear from you too. What are your thoughts on Sndl earnings report? Because there's a lot of buzz. A lot of people are excited. I'm excited. I mean, that revenue increase is amazing. How many companies have that kind of an increase in revenue? So, you know, if you're bullish on Sndl, let me know why in the comments. Why are you bullish on Sndl? I would love to hear, because I know you're a very smart audience that listens to these videos. I know you have a lot of information, so let's share it together so we can read in the comments and see what we think about it. So please keep your comments positive. Let's continue to help each other and have positive energy. But in my opinion, this is great news for Sndl. I'm looking forward to listening Monday. I think it's going to create a lot of positive energy from the CEO, and it's really going to lead to increased prices on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. As long as the market's green, we'll be green as well. And we'll push well over $3. And in my opinion, we're going to be at the $5 range real soon. I would say within 60 days. I'm not a financial advisor. That's just my own personal opinion. That's not financial advice. Where do you see this Sndl price in the next 30 days? Where do you see the Sndl price by November, December? Where do you see it? Can it get to $10? Do you see it at $20? Do you see it over $20 by the end of the year? What do you think? Don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks so much. I appreciate all of you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving! The show goes on! This is my home! They're gonna need a fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here! They're gonna need to send in the National Guard, a fucking SWAT team, because I ain't going nowhere!